Hi, I'm Pauline Koh. I'm a baking instructor. I teach in baking school in Singapore, and I also conduct private baking courses. So today I'll be sharing the rosette design, which is using one simple tip. This design, everybody can achieve it, and it's very good for the upcoming Valentine's Day. So let's get started. So here are the ingredients. We'll have egg white, sugar, and butter. Okay. And I'm using Maison Piton butter because the fat content is really good. It's 82%, and it's make a very stable buttercream. Especially you wanted to do some design, some roses or some other piping of the buttercream. This is the best. Let's start to prepare the buttercream. Okay, same thing. You have to ensure that your bowl is clean and no water and no oil. And then we insert the butterfly. So now we put in our egg white. Put in our sugar. The beauty of this Thermomix is because we can preset the temperature, which means you don't need to use another hot pot to cook the egg white and sugar. You can do all in one. Okay. So right now, the whole process for this buttercream, we need 3.5 minutes. And we can set 70. For me, I prefer 70 because sometimes for children, actually for 60-65 is safe, but I use to set it at 70, and then we put 3.5. So while start beating, you can actually take out the butter from the fridge. You cut that into cubes. So for the whole process of buttercream for 3.5 minutes is pretty fast because it cooks and then they wait to the consistency that we want to. But after that, we have to let it cool down completely before we can add in the butter. So usually it will take about at least 2 hours. Unless you on aircon, maybe take about an hour to cool down completely, then we add the butter cubes. So they do have this indication that to highlight to you that the machine is hot. So to avoid touching the bowl. So again, same thing, you can hear no water sound. You can have a look at the meringue now. Okay, we're done. So let's look at the consistency. It's really glossy and stable. So as what I mentioned earlier on, we have to leave it for at least 2 hours, or you can just cool down a bit and you put it inside the fridge for maybe half an hour. So right now, because I have already pre-prepared, which is already cooled down completely, so I'm going to add in butter right now. So same thing, you don't need to remove the butterfly or green wash, it's okay, just remain, and we will continue with the butter. So it's very surprising, you need only 1.5 minutes to beat the butter. So what you do, you can just open the MC, the measuring cup, and then to insert the butter from here, so that without mess up your kitchen. So no need temperature, and we set at 3.5. So before I get started, I just insert a few pieces. Maison Piton has been around in France for over 50 years, and the butter and cream products are all produced in sustainable process that retain the rich flavor. As a baker, I find Payson Breton butter very tasty for baking and stable for buttercream. After which we continue inserting the remaining butter. Okay, in about 1 minute, we just scrape down the side and then we continue. So if you notice, right now it's a bit curdled, so don't get alarmed. So they will bind together again. Continue. We left only 1 minute. We are already over 30 seconds. So imagine if you don't have a Thermomix, I think your kitchen will be very messy because of the sugar syrup and the buttercream. So with this Thermomix, actually they are fully covered, so it's very neat. And the amazing part is very fast. The total for this buttercream process, I need only 1.5, but just now they are 3.5, so it's 5 minutes in total. So we have 10 more seconds to go. Okay, let's check. So sometimes depends on the butter. If it's too cold, it might need to extend your beating for about 10 to 20 seconds. Okay, we have done the buttercream. So how you know that the buttercream is ready? When there's no more syrup and then they are well combined, and also that it's very smooth when you press onto the buttercream. You have a smooth texture. Yeah. Okay. Due to time constraint, I have already pre-baked the cake and I have already cut them into 3 pieces. So we are ready for the piping. So I'll do the color mixing first. As this is for Valentine's Day, so the rosette I'm going to do it white and pink. Just some tips for achieve the white buttercream. You need to add just a little bit of violet. I'm using gel color, so water base is not advisable for the coloring. So you can purchase any brand with gel color. So you just do a 1 dot. You do a little at a time. And you can see the color is not so yellowish now, so we can add a little bit more. Okay, if now you compare the color, I think it's a great difference. So now we are going to do a pink color. You can purchase any rose color. Same thing. We'll just do a little at a time. I think it's a sweet pink, but you want a rusty pink, you can also add a little brown color if you want to. Yeah. Okay. So we'll remove the buttercream to use to do the coating of the cake, and then also do the sandwich. Between the sandwich, we are going to put the blueberry jam. So it's easier. I remove the butterfly. You can always put your piping bag into a cup so that it's easier for you to insert the buttercream so that it won't mess up the edges of the piping bag. So we give a cut for us to squeeze out the buttercream. And for the rosette, we are inserting the one end tip, so you can just mix the color. We'll insert the pink color as well, side by side. So it's always good to stick some cream, buttercream, on the cake board so that to secure the cake. You apply the buttercream. And we go around the side. And now we add in our blueberry. So we repeat the same as the second layer and the last layer of the cake. We do this is because we avoid the blueberry drip down. So we go around and secure the side. Those who don't like blueberry, you can use strawberry or even Nutella, or you can even just use Oreo cookies. Just mix it with the buttercream and then you insert as a sandwich. Okay, this is the base of the cake. I always like to use the top as the base as a top because it's level. So put on top. So as this is a rosette design, So you don't really need to have a very smooth finish piping on the top and the side, because you're going to do a rosette all around. So what you do is just lightly coat with the whole cake. We'll just do it thinly. Okay, once it's lightly coated, you can start our rosette design. So we start using the one end tip to pipe our rosette. So we can start at the edge first, then we go back to the center. So this is a dual color, white and pink. But we can fill up all this hole with the star tips. The same tip that we're using, but we pipe it as a star shape. As for the side, we can use something to lift up so that it's easier for you to do the piping, or you can choose to sit down as well. So either way. So if you don't have a high chair, you can actually lift up this. Then you put on top. So it's, at least it's at eye level, even you sit down. Okay, a chair to sit down. So the movement is just from a small circle to a medium-sized circle. If you prefer a smaller tip, you also can change it to tip 22. Which is a very tiny tips, similar to one end. Okay, after we have done, we will just look through, is there any gap in between? We can just touch up with a star shape. Okay, we have done. We are going to do another design. Okay, that is, we are going to swirl it the buttercream, and then on the side we can add those sprinkle, pearl, silver, and some pink color sprinkle. You can just do a mix of the sprinkle, some big, some small, and some white and silver. So you can either have both sides, or you just put it one round. It's up to personal preference. For me, I think I'll just put at one more side. It's a very simple and easy design. Okay, now we are going to write wordings there. We can use the toothpick to draw a guideline first before you pipe. If you have a tip number 5, you can use tip number 5. If you do not have, then it's okay, just cut a small hole. You are able to pipe out also. You can use your left hand to hold on your right, to make it more stable. Okay, now we change to white color, buttercream, and then we just go over it. Okay, done. Okay, we can have option, not necessary we have to do pink cake for Valentine's Day. We can change to blue color. You can bake for your loved one, your husband. Then it is rather you choose a pink color, we choose a blue color. Okay, I have pre-prepared a blue color. It more look like Tiffany blue. So we are going to do use a toothpick to paint, and then after that we pipe the flower around. So again, I think I would prefer to have an eye level. So no right or wrong, it's a freestyle. Huh? Same thing, we can add some green leaf. So if you find the flower is not enough, you can just add on. It's very random. You can just add here and there. Like a half one, falling. So you will repeat the same. So if you, because I think blue is more matched to yellow and white. So but if you wish to have some pink color, some little tiny flower, that's no issue. For my personal preference, I think blue is matched yellow and white. Therefore, I created some tiny flower with yellow and white. But you are the designer, you can choose whatever color that you want. You just use your own creativity to create the cakes. Have fun. Today, I have shared with you 3 different design for Valentine's Day, and I hope you practice, and I'll thank you Thermomix and the butter, the great butter, for the great design stable buttercream, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!